here with a new background video, and this time we are going to talk about the Eldar, and I will go concretely on the Craftworlds Eldar, okay? So we are going to start first with the Eldar. So the Eldar is a very ancient race of faction in Warhammer 40,000, so they are much older than the humanity, and they used to have a very important or a huge control of the galaxy, having a big empire all over the galaxy. Okay, so they had developed the technology to levels that humanity did never reach, and they are as well very strong on the psychic connection between them. Okay, so they can have a lot of they can see the future. They have all these seers, right, that they can see what is coming, and they are using the psychic powers they have to combine with the technology. But they were so they had so important empire that there was a moment that they start focusing on the pleasure, right? They started the cults of pleasure. They start looking on their own pleasure, and they really in a way they lost focus. Okay, so and then there was a moment that the civilization was completely we said all this pleasure and all this that they were moved by the what's called by the instincts and also on, so it become an anarchy, and they were so much into this that they end up waking up the Slaanesh, the chaos god of the excess. And with the born of Slaanesh, millions of souls of Eldar were destroyed, were eaten by Slaanesh, when they were destroyed by the born of Slaanesh. And then he was so thirsty of Eldar souls that he started eating the Eldar souls. He used the demons, so also the Slaanesh demons were born, and they start persecuting the Eldar, and this was the big fall of the Eldar Empire. So the faction was completely, or the empire was completely destroyed, planets were destroyed, and the Eldar as an empire were really decimated completely. So the Eldar start looking for ways to escape from their dam, okay, from the dam that caused themselves. So they were scattered in small groups, okay, and also some of them they start using different ways to try to escape from the Slaanesh destiny, right? Don't be eaten from the Slaanesh. So we had the Dark Eldar, the Drukhari, that they hide into the web, okay, and they create Komorak as one of them big cities, where these Eldar keep with the excess. Okay, they keep looking the pleasure, but they use also the pain as a way to escape from the Slaanesh. Then we had the Harlequins also hiding in the web way, and we are about to talk with them in a different book, like Venerating Thegorak, and this was their way to escape from the Slaanesh dam. We had the Exodites that they really went to a very primitive life into the planets. And we also had the Craftworlds, okay? So the Craftworlds, the Eldar developed big ships, okay, and really huge ones, where their own society was living. So they were living in a nomad ships in the galaxy. So they were some of these ships surviving all this cataclysm. Okay, and the way they used to escape, so the way how they try to escape from the dam of the Eldar. So when an Eldar dies, the soul will be eaten by Slaanesh, so they don't, there is no redemption for them. So the only way they find to avoid that is that when an Eldar is dying, the soul is protected inside of a spiritual gem. Okay, so this is why is how they avoid to the soul to be eaten by Slaanesh. So they keep these souls inside of these gems, and then they also use these gems sometimes to power some vehicles, as we are going to see in the future, and to power some type of walking how it's called, constructions. Okay, so of course the Elder, then the Craftworld Eldars, that is what we are going to talk here, they start trying to avoid and try to not go too more into the excess. They know that due to them there was a new Chaos God, and also when Slaanesh was born, they also create the Eye of Terror. So the Eye of Terror was a consequence of the born of Slaanesh. Okay, and yeah, the centuries pass. Okay, we arrive to when humanity started expanding in the galaxy, and when humanity started expanding in the galaxy, Eldar was they were very low in numbers and scattered all over the galaxy. So for the humans at the beginning, there were no difference between the Drukhari or Craftworld Eldars or any of them. All for the humanity, all of them are Eldars, all of them are Xenos, and as well, Eldar try to avoid to be in contact with the humanity, right? And they were not. They are not really want to mix with them. So the Craftworlds, as I said, is a big ships that are moving around the galaxy. So they are located in different places. I don't know if there is a map later on where we can see the different Craftworlds. Okay, let me see if there is a map here. But they are not in a static position, so they will be moving around the galaxy, but in some not static but fixed positions, right? So non-position, for example, one of the ships was very close to the Eye of Terror. Well, it depends. I don't see. There is no map here, so and this isn't another map. Okay, no problem. So normally these Craftworlds, and you can see that the Eldar dedicate their life to a path. Okay, so we are going to see one of the most important paths, of course, is the path of the warrior here in Warhammer 40,000. And inside of the inclusion inside of the path of the warriors, we are going to see that there are different specializations. Okay, but of course there will be Eldar dedicated to other paths. Eldars are normally supposed to be extremely agile. They are not as strong as the humans, maybe, or as not as the humans. They are strong as the humans, not as strong as the Space Marines, but they excel in agility and on psychic abilities. Okay, and this is the reason why the Craftworlds are late, and I'm talking, when I say Eldar this time, I will talk about the Craftworlds mainly. Okay, the Drukhari, for example, they don't have anymore the psychic abilities. Okay, but on the Craftworlds, they are led by the Seers. Okay, so the Seers are normally the council. The Seer Council is normally the leading part of the Craftworlds. They will decide what the Craftworld will do, and then inside of the Craftworld we'll have several war hosts and battle hosts. Okay, normally the war hosts are led by a autarch, and a Farseer will lead or Spirit Seer, depending. So we are going to see so Farseers, Spirit Seers, autarchs, and can lead as well war host or battle host. Okay. So if you see normally the division, so you will have a Craftworld command. Instead of the Craftworld command, you will have several war hosts, and a war host will have what is called the battle host. Okay, that is led by a Farseer. Then you have the Wraith host, that most likely will be led by a Spirit Seer, and then you have the Aspect host, that normally is where you have the Aspect warriors, so the specialized ones. Okay, and normally it's an autarch they are leading. So we have several famous Craftworlds. Okay, we have, for example, the Craftworld of Bieltang. I will not go in detail into them. Okay, so we have the Craftworld of Ulthued. Maybe this is the one that have. These are for me the Ulthued is maybe the one of the most important ones, because here we have Eldar Ultran, who had a lot of have some importance also in the on the human history. Okay, we have the Craftworld Yanden. So this it is curious because they had a lot of casualties. So it's one of the Craftworlds that has suffering more, and they have a lot of this type of warriors that are in a gem, and they are controlling this type of walking warriors. Okay, so we're going to see maybe some of these units later on. We have then Simon Han. Okay, and they were quite famous for the jet bikes and ally talk. Okay, and then we have as well all other lesser walls, but I would say the first ones were the most important ones. Okay, so here we see the history. I will not go into, because the Eldar, there was a moment and then the Eldar had a second schism. Okay, when when Abaddon did the 13th Crusade, and we had the Great Rift, at the same time a new Eldar god was born or reborn. Okay, we have the, I forgot now the name, the Inari. Okay, the Inari were born. The Inari are Eldar that are worshipping to a new god. Okay, the god of the death from the Eldar. And they are thinking, the Inari are thinking that all the different sub-factions of Eldar should be united to fight against chaos. Okay, so but of course not all the some of the Craftworld Eldars move to the new religion, to the Inari faction, but and in some cases, for example, for Bieltang was a quite strong moment, right? Was quite a they almost were destroyed when the Inari was born, because it was born in their own craft world. So I will talk later on. Inari is something that I will talk later, but just to let you know that during the Great Rift, during when the Abaddon 13th Crusade, in parallel, the Eldar have this schism inside, where some Eldar start venerating Inari, and we have a new faction, and some of the Craftworld Eldars, some of the Drukhari Eldars, and some of the Harlequins just start following the Inari religion, okay, or the Inari god. So what type of unit? So as I said, Eldar Tultvan, he have enough history for just a full video alone. Okay, so the main leaders of the Eldar are the Farseers. Okay, Farseers are the highest level in type of authorities normally in the in a Craftworld, and also we have the Autars, which are like the generals, are the most are the high levels in terms of general. Okay, all the part of the aspect warriors, the specialized ones, all the Craftworlds will have the Guardians. Okay, and the Guardians are like the base soldier for all the different Craftworlds. Okay, and then these Guardians, then we can maybe they will have use vehicles like the Vipers or the jet bikes and so on, the Walkers. So these Guardians will have also support weapons. So these are the backbone of the army of the Eldar. Okay, also as well they will have tanks. Normally the Eldar have a strong control, so the technology is very high, and all the vehicles are gravitational vehicles. Okay, they don't have they have or walking vehicles or gravitational vehicles. They don't use wheels anymore, to say it in a way. Okay. Yeah. Another thing I forgot to talk about the Eldar, but is also important, is the Eldars, the Craftworld Eldars, they still venerate Cain. Okay, what is the god of the war for the Eldar. Cain was scattered in his factions, so that he was destroyed in principle by Slaanesh. Okay, and the portions of Cain were scattered over the galaxy. But today the Eldar still can summon the avatar of Cain. Okay, so when they are going to war and when there is a big need, one of the most important warriors will give his body to be possessed by the avatar of Cain, and he will become an avatar of Cain. The avatar of Cain is is a shard of a god that will fight next to the Eldar when is needed. And together with these avatars, we also have the Phoenix Lords, okay? And we have each one Phoenix Lord for each type of the aspect warrior, okay? So we will have a Surman with the Phoenix Lord of the... I always forgot the name of this faction. So is the... Let me just look here because I... So... Just one moment. So the of the sorry, not Stone Guardians. Yeah, the Avengers. Yes, I was saying correctly. So he's the so you will see that inside of the aspect warriors we have the Avengers, the Howling Banshees, Striking Scorpions, Fire Dragons. Okay, and each of these will have a Phoenix Lord. So for example, for the Avengers we have the Asturmen. For the Howling Banshee we have Baharot. Okay, so he's the ultimate warrior on this aspect of the war. Okay, we have Fugan for the Fire Dragons, Jinsar for the Howling Banshees, Karandras for the Strike Scorpions, Magan-Ra for the Dark Reapers. So you have it there, okay? So you can see each one will be specialized in an aspect. For example, the Dark Reapers are specialized in shooting weapons, so they have missile weapons. The Fire Dragons are specialized in melter weapons. The Dire Avengers are the most it's like the average, well, not average, it's the balanced warrior, right? Have the shuriken pistol, they have shooting and close combat. And then the Howling Banshees and the Striking Scorpions are more specialized on the close combat. And the Shining Spears, they don't have a Phoenix Lord, but they are also aspect warriors. They are specialized in jet bike, and the Shooping Hawks are specialized in flying attacks, okay, in lightning attacks. We also have, and I forgot, the War Spiders is the Magan-Ra, sorry, the Magan-Ra is the War Spiders. Sorry for the mistake. And the Dark Reapers, no, the Magan-Ra is the Dark Reapers, and there is not one for the War Spiders. So the War Spiders are also aspect warriors that are specialized in teleporting himself into the battlefield. So they, instead of flying, they do small teleports distance, and then they can do they attack in close, in very short combat with the special weapons they have. So we have three big blocks, right? We have first the Guardians, that are the backbone of the army. We have the aspect warriors, including the Crimson Hunters, that they are warriors that are specialized in a way of fighting. So they are excelling in this way of fighting, okay, and they are equipped to fight in that way. And then we have the Spirit Seers and the Wraith warriors in a way, right? We have Wraith Lords, Wraith Guard, Wraith Blades, Wraith Knights, and the Wraith Fighters, the Helmet Wraith Fighters. All these Wraith units are the ones that they are not, there is not a living Eldar inside, so they use the gems to power this type of war constructs. Okay, so these are like war constructs, like robots in a way, that they will fight even without a physical Eldar inside. So they will put the Eldar inside of a special spirit gem. This spirit gem will be used to control this type of entities. Okay, so we have different sizes. So the Wraith Lords are so we have the smaller ones are the Wraith Guard and the Wraith Blades. Okay, the Wraith Guard is more on the shooting, the Wraith Blades is more for close combat. We have the Wraith Lords that are bigger, okay, and then we have the Wraith Knights that are the size of a knight, of Imperial Knight, so it's what they are quite big. Then they even have fighters that are controlled by these spirit gems, okay? And this is mainly all the Eldar. So the Eldar, you can see, there is much more to talk about them. We can even dedicate one video just to talk about Asurmen, or just to talk about the Avatar of Cain, or just to talk about the Baharot. So they have a lot. Is one of the oldest factions as well in the Warhammer 40,000. So it's one of the first factions created. It has a lot of background. The Craftworlds were in the past called just Eldars. Now they are split. But as I said, they are, and normally what they use today, so they are fighting, so the ultimate goal is to control again the galaxy, right? But they know that the big threat for them is chaos and Slaanesh. So the first goal is to try to destroy Slaanesh. So for the Eldar, what they will always fight against chaos. So they are really anti-chaos type. We don't know today any chaos falling Eldar, okay? Because if an Eldar is falling into chaos, most likely it will be eaten by Slaanesh and destroyed from the reality. Okay, the soul will be destroyed, eaten by Slaanesh. So they will always be fighting chaos, but they always use their powers, their secret ability to see the future, to try to manipulate the future. So they will interact with humanity when it's needed, but if they interact with humanity, it's because they want to take a benefit from that, right? So normally, if they help the humanity, it's because they want to defeat something of the chaos. But as they also will be able, if they need, or they think that is better for them, they will also attack the humanity settlements, okay? So they are not aligned with humanity at all, although sometimes they have fight next to the humans, okay? And they think themselves that they are the superior race in all the Warhammer 40,000, and the ultimate objective of the Eldar is to recover the glory times, right? To build back the empire. Although this is they are always in this double edge, right? That they know that they are damned by what they did in the past, and until now, the faction was decreasing in numbers. Okay, they were little by little driving to extinction. Now with the wake up of Inari and all what is succeeding in the empire, even Eldar Ulthran is thinking that maybe there is a path for the Eldar to recover the old times. Okay, but anyway, they recognize that the ultimate enemy at this moment is chaos, so they will do anything at their hand to fight chaos, and with the other factions they will interact depending how it's benefiting them. Okay, if they think that this for them is good that the humans get strong, they will help the humans. If they see that the humans are becoming weak and they need that and they see the reason that the humanity will fall into chaos, they will destroy the humans without hesitating. Okay, so they will always be looking for just for their own race and not for, and also the ultimate destruction of the chaos. Okay, for example, one thing that they have done, they have sent Gathkul Track against Armageddon the first time. Okay, this was Eldar Ulthran did that because they were seeing an advantage by doing that, right? So they wanted to avoid a future that was not good for the galaxy. So they are always there. They will appear and disappear as they want, most likely. Okay, and yeah, the humans, the Empire, normally they will declare the Eldar enemies of the humanity. Okay, so they are always in this double role. When is needed, most likely humans will fight next to the Eldar, but once this fight is over, the humans will not be aligned with Eldar anymore. And just for your background, and just to finalize this, be aware that was the Eldar, and specifically the Inari, the ones that helped to resurrect Gilliman. And the reason they are to resurrect Gilliman is because they foresee they were needing a strong leader on the Empire. So this is why the Eldar at the moment help the humans, right, by resurrecting Gilliman. But on the other side, if in another side of the galaxy they see that there is a leader of the humans that can be bad for their own objective, they will kill this human or this leader without hesitating a single moment. Okay, so this is all the background of the Eldar. I hope you have enjoyed a little bit the back story of the Eldar, how the Craftworld Eldars are split. Please let me know what do you think about these videos. I will really like to understand, to know if you like these videos. Please leave it in the comments below, your opinion. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.